doesn't.
The purpose of this video is to demonstrate that I can use the same arguments used in support of gay marriage to support other kinds of marriage. One in particular would be incestuous marriage between blood-related brothers and sisters. Every argument that I've read, and you're free to go on Google and check for yourself, every argument that I've read I can turn around and use to support blood brothers and sisters being married. Now, I've gone on the internet and asked this question a few times, and surprisingly, a lot of homosexuals say they are disgusted with the thought of brothers and sisters being married. However, as Christians view the taboo of homosexual marriage, homosexuals, most of them, not all of them, most of them, seem to view incestuous marriage as a taboo. So, for those who can't support marriage between blood brothers and sisters, you need to really think about how you can support gay marriage when you can take the same argument and use it in both cases. If you can't support one, then how can you support the other? Now, I don't support either type of marriage, but I'm using this as an example because if we start to redefine marriage, at what point does it actually stop? Because this is going to open a floodgate. And don't think that people are not going to start wanting to marry their sisters or brothers once gay marriage goes through, because the same arguments before the Supreme Court and everywhere else can be used if you substitute gay marriage or same-sex marriage with incestuous marriage. The exact same argument can use to support it. So if gay marriage is successful, so too will be incestuous marriage. And what marriage comes after that? And so on and so on. At what point will it end? What I've done is I went to psychologytoday.com, their blog, and I downloaded the 10 top reasons that people support gay marriage. So I'm going to address them one by one. The first one is discrimination frays the human spirit. So, going back to my original precept, are you going to discriminate against a brother and sister who want to be married? Two loving adults who care for each other. Are you going to discriminate against them and deny them marriage? 2. Making committed human connections is good for physical and mental health. Well, what better connection can you have than a brother and sister who grew up together and know each other, better than anybody else knows them? They know what makes them mad, what makes them happy. They'll never forget their birthdays, things of that nature. So again, the same argument can be used for incestuous marriage. Number 3, forming families, traditional or not, is good for the soul. Well, again, these are people that have been family members for a very long time, and they would know how to raise children together cooperatively, and they could even adopt. If a lot of the arguments that I've heard have been about, well, they'll have mongoloid children because of the genes. Well, they can adopt, because isn't that what they say homosexuals can do? They can adopt. So, yeah, the argument here stands pretty firm with incestuous marriage. Are you in support of that? Number 4, marriage is a basic human right and an individual personal choice, and the state should not interfere with same-gender couples who choose to marry. So now, let's put it in the context of incestuous marriage. Marriage is a basic human right and an individual personal choice, and the state should not interfere with blood-related couples who choose to marry. Number 5. Homosexuality is a normal variant of adult sexuality. Gay men and lesbians possess the same potential and desire for sustained, loving, and lasting relationships as heterosexuals, including loving and parenting children. This is supported by hard data, not just opinion. So now let's reread it in another context. Attraction to your brother or sister is a normal variant of adult sexuality. Blood-related men and women possess the same potential desires for sustained, loving, and lasting relationships as other couples, including loving and parenting children. This is supported by hard data, not just opinion. Number 6. Discriminatory marriage laws deprive gay and lesbian couples of over 1,000 federal rights and benefits. Again, we'll rephrase. Discriminatory marriage laws deprive blood-related couples of over 1,000 federal rights and benefits. Number 7. Deprivation of these benefits has demonstrable negative psychological and social impact on same-sex couples, their children, and families. So we will again rephrase. Deprivation of these benefits has demonstrable negative psychological and social impact on blood-related couples, their children, and families. Number 8. Change and adaptation make for a stronger and psychologically richer society. Argument can be used both for homosexual and blood-related incestuous marriage. Number 9. Same-sex couples can teach heterosexual couples how couples in relationships lacking gender-based power dynamics often solve problems and make better decisions with more respect and mutuality. Now, let's rephrase that. Incestuous couples can teach heterosexual and homosexual couples in relationships lacking gender-based power dynamics often solve problems and make decisions with more respect and mutuality because they have more experience being raised together as siblings and have better conflict resolution. Number 10. Ending discrimination enhances the human spirit and makes our lives better. So the same argument can be applied to incestuous marriage. So why discriminate against a brother and sister? Why can't they get married? Again, like I said in the beginning of this video, I will say now, I do not support either type of marriage. I support marriage between a man and a woman. But if you cannot support both incestuous marriage and homosexual marriage, then you really have no argument, and your argument is severely flawed.